Hello and welcome back. Welcome back to Songs of Syx. It's been a couple days. I have taken a little bit of a break. I'm kind of weary of this challenge I've given myself, not because it's challenging, but because I chose a challenging race to start it with. I've never really spent a lot of time breeding, so I've already established the goals for my next series, and I will likely end this series at episode 10, so I'm going to see if I can't get to a considerable size, see if I can't become something of an empire. So during this episode, I'll spend quite a bit of time training armies, capturing territory, and trying to expand what it is that our empire really is. Because at the moment, it stands we have one region, and they ain't really doing much for us. And that's why in the future, with the next run, I'm going to be doing a human run, and it's going to be doing the exact same thing as the Amevians, but we're going to be breeding humans instead. And I'm going to kind of show people how to survive, because I've been noticing and trying to pick apart what people's biggest problems are. And sometimes it's even the same with me, like food. Food is something that I struggle with for a while, but as you can see, our food is getting up there. We have 3.25 thousand, so 3,000 roughly, fish. The reason that doesn't go up, and I also will address the tavern situation in a second, the reason that doesn't go any really higher is because the spoilage rate for that is 46% per year. So in order to deal with that, we go to technology, and I'm going to need a lot more technology for this. We're going to use conservation, so that lowers spoilage. Now if you go back, that's 41%, so that dropped a full 5%. I believe, if I was correct, it was 46%. So that is going to allow me to get more fish. That will help all around, but ideally we want our region, Lizardburg, to get upgraded to sending this. So he's sending at least 120 more. He'll be sending like 200 fish per day straight over here. Novaster, our enemy, they have an army of 846. We have an army of barely 200. We're training 50 bowmen right now. They're at 40% archery training, which is pretty good. So I'm thinking that if I train up 3 more groups of this and another group of this, we'll have 400. We still won't be enough. We honestly still won't be enough for potentially a while to take these guys on. The mercenaries have always been that much more powerful, and I think the biggest issue when you run an Amevian city is that I don't think they would care. I think they would just purchase Amevians mercenaries, because that makes sense for them. They have a harder time with population. I could technically get these immigrants in here, but I'd really rather not. So I'm going to have to get more and more of these hatcheries going. So I'm going to build another row here probably, and I think that will be good for a little while. I might have to build 2, so it's going to be like a row and a row, and then 2 more here with all of their haulers. My biggest concern is I don't understand or know if the food that is on here is deteriorating as if it was outside or as if it was in a crate. I am under the impression that it is deteriorating rapidly because it's outside, and at the end of the year all of this fish is spoiled. I could be wrong, but I'm assuming that they also take the fish very quickly, and I could probably actually lower the size of this one because I don't think that they are pulling it as fast as I think they are. Onto the topic of the tavern situation. I was complaining in the last bit that the tavern wasn't working. It's because the drink rations are not active, but there have been plenty of people, from what I've seen, questioning and also struggling to get taverns working. I believe that they need to be stockpiled first, and then in order for people to actually get their drinks, they need to be accessing them. But normally people will just grab them from a warehouse, so they don't go to the tavern first. A lot of times they'll go straight here, and if I'm not wrong, if I'm not mistaken, I think they did change it. I believe they used to hold alcohol in their house, but that might have been many updates ago. Alcohol and taverns and things like that have just been one of those things I always struggle with and never use. So you can see there's 15 available services. So somebody just went to this tavern, I believe. This guy, yes. Chubakera, yes, he's socializing. Is he drinking? He can hear the voices of the gods and is renowned for seeing into the future. I love that. What a special guy. What a special guy. Regardless, I'm gonna get to work. I gotta train. I gotta get more soldiers. I'm gonna build more garrisons. I'm gonna expand more housing. And I also wanted to say, go check out Ocean Man. He is doing an Amevian run as well, in a very different way. He is a much more organized and beautiful layout city. I find that sometimes I'm good with certain races. I think humans I'm best with decoration. The Amevians I've kind of struggled. I don't know, some people might like the aesthetic of what the city is. I personally do not like it myself. And if I don't like something, I feel like the viewers won't like something. But it's because I started this small sector here and I expanded it. But I've kind of lost track of what's what. I don't have like a defined region. I really want to get into kind of designating zones and making them fit to their theme. But I do also like these wide open areas because they provide me some kind of future, basically future work, or like places to put things there like this. If I wanted to put statues all the way down, I could, and I could also put a farm in the side here. This side here is empty. I don't want a crowd with houses, so I think a lot of people's first inclination is to build houses and make them like this and just kind of block them in there. I like these in between streets, and in the future, since we already have some water going through here, we may actually try to put like ponds. Like we could put a pond in there because I believe they do like access to harmony. They don't care. They really don't give a shit. So it'd be best to have pools on one side so that they have like a pool outside their house. That's my thought process. I want this to be a nice city. I want it to be pretty luxurious. And we can see we've got an Amevian prisoner. Thief. Bastard. He's on the stockades. I hope that is making their law better. If you guys ever have questions too, be sure to leave those in the chat, because like I said, I don't know what people struggle with. Personally, I struggle with certain things, and I do appreciate all the people who were helping me out with the drink rations. I had figured out what the problem was directly after the video uploaded, and I realized like, oh, I put this whole rant in there. But sometimes that's the glory of past and the future and learning and getting better at the game, is you pick these things up and then you pass them along. So for example, I had them turned off simply because they drink alcohol like nobody's business, and we have a good amount of money, so I don't mind spending it. And someone also was commenting with me about kind of the point of depots and export depots and import depots. Reality, if you wanted to, you could never use them. You could always just go to your factions. You could go to your buddy Korkensky here. You could go in, ask him for the supplies that you need. So he's selling these at 86 a pop. So if I ask for 1,000, that's going to be 91,000. And that seems like a lot. That does. But the economy in this area is pretty lenient. So I could go in here and sell like 24 bows. So that's 63. And I could just work out something. Actually, I need those warhammers. I can't sell them. We might actually give him the money, just for simplicity's sake, right now, because he might like that. And I have quite a bit of saved money over, and I'm giving him extra so that he likes me. I want him to like me. That will come in, and this import depot is set, if you see the line, to import at when it's above 740. It's good, but if it's below, it will start to import to get to that number. So it's seeing that the current warehouse stock is good, so it's keeping that. It's not going to import anymore. Now that we've got an import coming, if I look, where did we get it from? We got it from Korkensky, but he could have sent it from... Actually, he would have had to send it from one of his 2 regions, because Korkensky doesn't have a big region. Yeah, here he is. He's sending 1,000 alcohol, It'll come along, and once it gets here, I can set the depot up to like this, so that it keeps roughly like 16 or 1400, so that I don't have to keep an eye on those trade deals all the time, and they'll just keep it supplied over that. Usually they don't drink it that fast. They can be pretty quick, but I haven't noticed them being too into alcoholism. Dundarians, on the other hand, they will drink the shit out of your alcohol, and you'll run out so quickly. And I think that's where people misunderstand why they're always running out. It's the Dundarians usually, or the humans. I think humans really take a lot, and then Kryptonians as well. So speaking of which, and this is the last thing before I jump into it. Yeah, you gotta make sure that these guys have drink rations. You telling me that these freaking slave bastards have been drinking my alcohol? My valuable alcohol? I want to execute like 350 of them. I only have 68, but I'd like to kill more. We've got a lot of stuff ahead of us, so wish me luck. I'll see you guys in a moment. Alright, we begin our march. Magician asking for a peace treaty. In my opinion, I will attack them. If I lose too many troops or it looks dire, I will retreat and I will call for a peace treaty. Hopefully retaining the value of the peace treaty and still obtaining some chance of taking over. So we can assault them, or we could wait. Waiting is the best idea here. They only have 177 guys. We have 2 divisions of weak boys, but there's 60 guys total, and then we have our actual troops. I don't think Magician will hold up to our siege, and we should be able to keep our guys fed and equipped. Yep. We are just missing bows. That would be nice to actually to have. So let's get that and have them fill this to 10%. Get those guys some bows on the world map. Quick. What do you think this is, man? Awesome. The assault was victorious, and we're gonna raise them and take all of their people and turn them into slaves and sell them. Yes. This is now our property. We need some money and some admin points. We lost all our money in the wars. In the lead up to this war here. Let's enslave all of these other races here. I know I told myself early on that I wouldn't, but I need them. I need them. Alright. So, since we couldn't fight Magician, I drew out another enemy. Weirdy. These guys are just some garrison troops. We have our 50 very well trained Amevian boys, and we have 50 well trained archer boys. We have our cannon fodder humans and Kryptonians. So we're gonna put those 2 in the front as cannon fodder. They're gonna try to protect the archers as long as they physically possibly can, where the archers are going to be then backed up by these guys, who are very strong. And of course, right here we have this. There's no catapults on either side, which is good. Let me just start this battle, and I just want to see if the archers are in actual range. They are. So we'll fire on the larger group formation first. And we will hope that because of their lack of weaponry, we will win. Although I believe our garrison troops here literally have nothing on. They're cannon fodder. Only designed to hold the enemy back for a short period of time while everyone else fires. And these guys will likely hold their ground if I do enough damage to this group here, which we're not firing yet, so it's worrisome. We got a bit there. Alright, so they're about to charge. Ideally, I want these guys to stick together, so we're gonna actually move them over here. And we're gonna double up our lines, or triple them up, I mean. Like that. This guy will move over here with them. And then the archers will move back as well. We have a pretty decent amount of time before our flag will get captured. Get these guys moved over there. I don't want them to be in a direct line of attack for this unit, because if they hit, they'll do a lot of damage. And then these are Crotonians, so they're not even worth worrying about. We can break them pretty quickly. $132 Tilapis is no joke though, even with no weapons. But they're just doing their stupid little formation dance thing. I honestly wonder why they do that, instead of just marching straight towards you. I really don't know why they do that. We'll have these guys move over here. The same, we'll have them move over here. Kind of draw them around a little bit here. Alright, so these guys are coming in for that. Clump up. And then we're gonna actually get them to come back over here. I want these guys to stick together and not get my boys, my archers, into combat. These guys can just kind of form up here. Now they're running away like fools. Can you hit him? Fire. I really don't want to, yeah. I don't want to engage both groups at the same time, but that's going to happen. And these guys hit this group as well. Can they not? They can't hit. They're not able to hit or something. We can win this confrontation if we have enough guys like this, yeah. And this group here, we're just gonna have them like mob and hope that the Crotonians lose their morale before our guys do. Who knows? We won't know. I think that rather than firing, these guys should come in here like this. They still have melee training skills. These guys are double the training, so they should be good. We won, but it was a heavy cost. I don't even want to go over how bad. In total, I believe we lost 87 guys. Including the 260 guys, 27 Amevians would have perished, but we killed 192, so it's fair trade. We'll make back what we lost in the future. We have some admin here. Oh, we have to engage like this. Alright, here we are again, their garrison. Ready to attack me after 2 days. They've trained up. Guys, I hate that. I hate that they've like trained up an entire army of more guys. I sent 50 of the other well-trained Amevians to join us. So hopefully we don't get beaten up. But from my understanding, a lot of them were not equipped with their warhammers. For some reason, I don't know why the supply depots did not give them warhammers. So, We're gonna have to make do with what we got and hope that they don't beat us up. And speed up time a little bit so they get in range. I think with these guys though, we'll win with our well-trained guys. We just need to wear down the enemy troops. They have a lot of morale. Alright, well, we're gonna move these guys over here. Ideally, we'll open up the pocket, let them come through. Yep, here it comes. So we open up a pocket, let them come through. Quick, quick, quick. And then we move our guys forward a little bit more to close that pocket perfectly. Then we get these guys over here so they can fire on their rear. Do quarter time speed. Yep, attack them from behind is the best idea, in my opinion. Lower their morale. Reform up. That kind of move lowers their morale and also kind of helps us out. We kill a guy or two in between, like that guy got weakened. And if they come and they do it again, we'll just block the same way. Hopefully our archers boys can keep up the pace on the enemy unit here. They're definitely not as well trained as I'd like them to be. Okay, here they come for another attack. So we do the same exact thing. We're basically kiting the bull. And they're gonna get tired just as we are. Close that in on them. Close that in on them. Quarter speed. Archers, where are you going, buddy? Yeah, that's how you do it. Catch a couple of them. Off guard. Knock them over. Beat them up. There you go. I don't know how long this will last, but it's definitely better than letting them hit us with that full brunt of that charge. Archer boys, you gotta take that shot, man. There we go, thank you. We'll have them spread out. Okay, they're not gonna do it. Alright, perfect. Pull off, pull off. The more shots we can get them with the archer bros is better. Oh no, we've got guys trapped in there. Get up on them. We're gonna have to hit them with the pinceroni. That's great though. We hit them in their formation where they're not all condensed together. So these guys will definitely get fucked up. And same with these guys. Try to reform that line there. Guys, I need you to take those shots. Your boys are about to get flanked. Why? Why is it taking so long to shoot? Yeah, the Lappies are losing. Our boys are killing them. They gotta get in there if they're not gonna fucking shoot. They gotta fight. Do something, you fucking weaklings. These Kryptonians do not want any part of that. I'm definitely learning a lot from my mistakes here. Mostly just like how the AI works against you. I'm gonna speed up time a little bit so we can... We're losing, but we are winning at the same time here. Let's get in here like this. Awesome. So we broke the enemy just in time too. And we're gonna reform our lines and we'll have our archers get back behind here. For some reason it says we're losing our capital though. Our bit here, which we are not. There we go. That was a weird little bug. I was getting worried we were gonna lose. These guys have gained a lot of experience in this combat though. The Kryptonians trying to hold out against the Amevian horde. Battle-hardened, brutal to their cause. Nothing can stop them. Let's speed it up because we know who's gonna win. Yep. We knew who was gonna win. Me. The Fiend. Alright. I'm back. I'm back. It didn't take too long. It didn't take too long. We captured 2 new territories. And they're sending us fish and wood. Now we don't have to worry about that stuff. Although I'm constantly running out of things like stone. I need to get these guys cut stone. Go get some stone, goddammit. We sent our boys out. We sent our armies out. And we won. We did pretty good. There were some tough battles. We lost some good troops. But we won. We won in the end. As you can see, we have 94% experience on these guys. It's 76. These guys didn't really participate too much in the battle, but they got a little bit in the first one. These guys are a new division, and then we have these guys. They have 43% experience. They need a little bit more training. They were sufferable. I couldn't really take them being so slow with their archery. But I also think that's because the new update slowed the archery down a little bit. So we're going to start at the capital, and then I'll show you guys the world map and what I did. Oh my god, of course. We put a bunch more people in the fishery here, and we've got the pottery over here now, so that the noise is a little bit less of an environmental concern. It's a little bit less, not too much. We put in another row, and then 2 more rows of hatcheries. They are not done, but they are being done pretty soon. We have a lot of babies. A lot of Amevian babies are in the city, and when they pop, they pop. When you get like that hit, it feels good. You get like 200 straight. I have a lot of homeless Amevians. I'm working on the housing district over here. As you can see, we have bastards who probably shouldn't be living in here. We have our all kinds of different races that we captured in the battles, minus Amevians. I put roads connecting out of the city. We have that road. We also have this road, which is being worked on. They're gonna finish it. I've been playing a lot of video games today, so I wanted to get off. We have 5 new water pumps up and running, or going to be up and running. They're going to connect to here. They're going to stretch outwards, and we're going to have nice veins of water canals all throughout here, so that it's just very fertile. We have new fruit orchards. I adjusted this entire area. As I was mentioning, I didn't like the way it looked. I kind of figured, why not just go and change that? We have the option right here to actually do that. So I moved the services out of the noisy area, and I kept the janitor and the lavatory kind of in this area. I built a bigger food stall, a better warehouse. Some of the housing over here got moved, and I just kind of expanded the services area, and we have a small market as well right there. I can upgrade that. We put the weaver, no, the weaver's been there. We put a smithy. Smithy is new, so he's making tools. We have a good amount of tools being produced. We have our metal smelter, paper maker, we have another mason, and we have another carpenter. So masonry is something we're working on. We have this warehouse. I've been trying to get the carpentry up there, but we're making so many nurseries, I haven't been able to get much furniture. And we also built 4 new training grounds that are upgraded, so we can get conscripts out at a much quicker rate. I think we have room for 192 trainees. That's pretty good. That's roughly 200 guys training at a time. And we built a new admin building, because we need a lot more admin in order to deal with these 2 new regions we got. Lizardu. I tried to make it sound pretty foreign. Here we've got the option for a health well here. We could get the stands. We could also get some growth. I want to get this one, so that should get us up to 1,000. And if I get this will get us up to 1,600. Now, if that doesn't stay that way, I'm gonna freaking lose my shit. I need to actually also, I'm going to train a conscript group of guys here, and I'm going to actually give them some training, and I'm going to have them stand over there and protect my interests. So we'll have them have a little bit of leather armor, because we have a good amount of that. And that's it. They won't have anything else. And it's only going to take them 3 days. That's interesting. Well, if it takes them actually 3 days, I'd be surprised, but I don't think it will. We'll send these guys over to Lizardu, and they will stand here, and then I can pump up these tax rates and get a little bit more money out of them, or I could just keep it that way. You can see these guys are not very supportive of us where Lizardu is. That would be our next goal, to take them out if we wanted to, but I think that would be a bad idea. Oh my god, my neighbor. My god, man. Alright, don't mind that interruption. It only took about 6.5 to 10 minutes to deal with. Now we're back. I'm just going to go over the plans for the next episodes, basically. We have a good amount of money. I have to kind of plan who I want to take over next. Korkinski looks like a good target, but he is a great trade partner. So we might go for somebody who has a smaller realm. Maybe two regions, not a big one. As you can see, this guy is a huge realm, and he's probably not the one I want to take on. But we definitely did a wise move by taking out this guy and taking this guy here. We have 2 new regions, and these guys, this one will bump up to 1,200 and be able to hit the next one, and we'll be able to potentially put either a builder's guild or something like a school. I probably will put the school, because that would be smarter overall. Matter of fact, I think I can get away with that now. So I put the school in there. That gives me a boost to the workforce that I needed in order to get the thing over here situated. Or actually, no. I'm gonna need a lot more. A lot more. Oh wait, no. No, the school did it. Yeah, the school did it. I was right in my own regard. The target is boosted. So in a short period of time, that will get up there. So Lizardu, as much as I want him to make us fish, he's going to have to do knowledge-based stuff. I really don't know why the global workforce basically allowed them to have more people, but that works out for me. It works out for me. Regardless, you guys, I appreciate you guys watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something. And I will catch you in the next one. And be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Goodbye.